Okay, welcome back. Let's just zoom in a little bit here and see where we can continue on. One of the things that I noticed, and I'm sure you all have noticed this as well, is now I have skin tone going on in between the hairs underneath and all that kind of stuff where it's needed to be. But we also have skin tone color in here where we don't want it to be. So what I have to do is modify the mask. I need to come back over to my layers panel and click on the hue saturation for the skin tones, and actually this should be named skin tones. This one up here I'm going to name B-L-O-U-S-E, blouse, because I don't know if that's even how you spell it. Too bad that's the way I'm spelling it. Okay, I'm going to come over here and grab the paintbrush tool. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more and spacebar over to come into here. So now we know that white reveals and black conceals. So I'm going to hit the D key and then the X key to make sure I'm painting with black. I'm going to zoom out of here, or at least zoom my tools down a little bit. Then I'm going to come in here with maybe about 75–80% and just come in and do something along this line. Come in here and get this. Come in here and get this. Again, down in here like that. And maybe come in and do a little bit more. And then I'm going to come along here and do the lips. All right, this should theoretically be done at 100%, not down, because this is, an area that we know we don't want to have any skin tone bleeding into. Whereas the eyebrows and eyelashes could bleed in there if it's not too much. All right. So here we go, we've got this going on. Whether it's right or wrong, it's the selection I'm going to be working with. And now you can take a look at the image. And you say, yes. So let's just zoom out a little bit. And you say, okay, so I've got some skin tone going on, and I don't have it on the lips, I don't have it on the eyes, eyelashes, and all that kind of stuff. And we have a perfect joining here, along here, and all along there. It's absolutely perfect. One last Command S to save. And now what I want to do is I want to start working on her hair. So I'm just going to click on the topmost layer in the layers panel, because I just like to keep building things up and away. And what I need to do now is I need to make a selection around her hair. So let's see if I come in here, and if I came in and just kind of came around here and out in the edges, and then kind of came right through here and then came down and around the edges and up. So I have something like that. All right, so obviously I didn't do that great of a job around the exterior, but there's lots of curly flyaway hair here going on, so it's not very distinct. And so I'll use, again, you got it, quick mask mode to kind of paint in a very soft transitional edge around there. And I'm going to come in here and grab the face outline and subtract it from this. So I'm going to load, I'm going to subtract the skin tones one. What the heck? All right, let's just go with the newest one that's there. Boom, done. So now this edge here that goes all the way along where my cursor is the exact opposite, all right, or the other side of what I have going on with the skin tone. So now if I come over here and grab this and give a hue saturation adjustment layer, click on colorize, and even if I was to go as bizarre as this, as far as the color is concerned, and it's not her skin tone or color, she's more like this, but maybe a little bit darker. All right, and we have that stuff going on. I do need to get her eyebrows and eyelashes and all that kind of stuff to come in. So I need to, again, modify my mask and all that stuff. Let me worry about the mask here first and deal with this going into Q. Nope, wrong one. Let me just get back out of that for a second here and go back to this guy. Go back into here, click on this. Hello, Norman. Wow, this is really not behaving. All right, my channel is selected down in this mess. Is anything selected? Yes, quick mask. Let's get out of quick mask. That was my problem. Oh, I see, it even confuses me sometimes. Jump, and Jesus. There we go. All right. So now I'm back on this mask here. If I hold the command key down and click on this, all right, I can load it up as a selection, but I don't really need to do that since I'm already on the mask. All right, deselect. All I really need to do is come in with a paintbrush and start painting with white. Make my brush size a little bit bigger. Painting with white, and if I paint with white, up here you can see how I'm now starting to add something into that area there. So didn't have to go into the quick mask arena at all. And I do need to have some kind of a, and if I go too far, like I've just gone right here, that's okay. Right? Because I can switch my cursor and start painting with a more alright, so you kind of getting the idea here how we can actually paint in a nice soft transitional edge right along there. Just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Command S to save, and now I have to think about how I can get the eyelashes and eyebrows back into here. Well, we need to load something up already, so I'm going to come over here and click on this to load that as an active selection. And I say, okay, I need to work with just these guys here. How in the world can I do that? Well, let's think about it. If I come over here, and if I have all of this as an active selection, but I don't want that, I just want that area in there. So the first thing I need to do is I need to take away that, and I need to, so I'm just using the lasso tool with the option key to take that stuff away. All right, now, what I need to do, because right now what is selected is the skin tone. And to tell you the truth, in this selection, I need everything but the skin tone. So I need to inverse this. So I'm going to inverse that. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can see everything that I'm doing here. All right. Now that I have this inversed, I'm wondering, everything I'm going to do is going to happen in here and inside these guys. If I were to add some stuff, let's see, if I was to come in here and add this and come out and around and then back down in here and add that, all right, so now I've got that. I'm going to start up here. I come across here. I may be doing this kind of backwards for what most people would be thinking, but seems to work at this point in the game, so I'm just going to go with it. There might be, like I say, an easier way of doing this. And then I'm going to come in here and all right, so I just took all of that away. All right, so now, I also need to take this away, and so now I'm left just with marching ants around that stuff. Since I'm on this layer right here, and this layer mask, if I were to fill with white on the mask, I could reveal the skin tone. Let's see if that's going to work. Let's see if that works. So if I come in here and go Edit, Fill, and choose white, I now have the hair color on top of that, which is very similar to her skin tone. So maybe I'll change the actual hair color, and we'll come in with a see, it's green. See how it's coming through? So you got it. Yeah. Let's say we gave her blue. No, we didn't do that. Let's just give her a little bit redder hair than she normally would have. All right, so now we have that. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. Now you can see that we have that going on. All right, now if this area here is not to our liking, since we're on this, if we paint with white, all right, at a very reduced opacity, so I'm going to go down to about 9 or 10, and if I was to paint a couple of dabs in here, I could actually bring in more of the red hair. And there you go, all right, and have a little bit more and less of the skin tone showing through. Okay, so I'm going to save this. And at this point, I think I'm going to stop this lesson. You now have seen how this can be done, how it needs to be done. I think I'm just going to leave it alone at this point. I think this has probably explained things quite well. What I would like you to do is to carry on, and I would like you to colorize the lips, but not the teeth. In the same fashion, you're going to have to select things separate, kind of like that, like I did for the eyes, eyelashes and eyebrows and all that kind of stuff. And let me just take this down a little bit and desaturate that color just a little bit more. There you go. And then possibly just darken things down just a little bit more. There you go. All right, and then I would like you to work on some of the tools, and there you go. All right. Thanks for putting up with all of this. Have a good time. Until next time. Ciao.